Good evening. So, so I'm going to answer a question. So today's topic is answer one question. Even though this question seems easy, but actually it's not an easy question to answer directly. The question that was directed to me was what is the purpose of coming for Dharma teaching? So it seems, even though it seems like it's a very straightforward question with a straightforward answer, but in reality it is not. So the reality, I have to re-ask this other question, to ask again, then is, why do you study? See, then it's the same as me asking you, why do you study? What is the purpose of studying? So it's the same. What is the purpose of studying? Many people is gaining knowledge, isn't it? Right? Actually, this is a mistaken answer. If you study Dharma to gain knowledge, it's the same if you study, to go to school to study to gain knowledge, is a mistaken answer. Sounds strange? Huh? Okay? The focus is always to get knowledge. The focus has always to be to get knowledge. Such is the focus of Western education. For example, if you go to any European or many European or American university, their website, or when you talk to people who study the Western education, it's always about gaining knowledge and the understanding how things work, and so that you whatever the reason, you can have a good future and this and that. So this now, very frankly, I tell you, this is wrong. Okay. Similarly, if yourself you study Dharma, many Sangha, they study Dharma, many monks, nuns study Dharma, many practitioners they study Dharma, many lay people study Dharma, and then they have a vast knowledge. This is a big mistake. Yeah. So that's why I say mistaken. What is the purpose of studying Dharma? The purpose of studying Dharma truly is to become a person of virtue, not to be a person of knowledge. A knowledgeable person is not necessarily, especially in today's world. How many great bankers, how many great finance people are very intelligent? How many people today study so much and they use their intelligence to cheat other people? This is a very, very important aspect that every single one of us must, at least if you say you are my student, then this is my answer. That I really don't want you to study for knowledge. Rather, what you study, it becomes like a, I think what is the modern term people like to say, life hacks. Yeah. Your Dharma is a life hack for a better personality, better interpersonal skill, better society, better world. This is the most important. Not so much of how many kinds of emptiness, and how many kinds of truths and this and that. Yes, you may study. You know this is very important. How many great scholars are good meditator? Today, what I'm stressing upon is how many of us can absorb well what was being taught, can digest. It's just that there are some people who eat a lot but never get fat. Or some people eat little bit, some people they eat but they eat out of very unhealthy food. And so, if we say that we are practicing Dharma, then really practicing Dharma is teach us or study Dharma and practicing Dharma. The purpose is to teach us to have an inner sense of shame. Right? That if we, it's like, what is the sense of shame? Maybe like, if you are somebody who is working for the benefit for others, and then somehow turn it around that it become a benefit of self. How many countries have got government servants, high officials, great ministers, supposed to be for the benefit for bigger many, end up there's a lot of personal talk for their own, you help me, I help you kind of talk. It's no longer you help me and we help the whole country. Right? When we do something for Dharma, we do for the whole temple, which is the service for all beings. Similarly, when you study Dharma, we have to digest it. It doesn't mean that you must know everything, but whatever you know well. How many students know so many things, but when it comes to actual doing, the ego gets hurt and they refute, he's no longer my guru, or no longer my teacher, I don't even want to become Buddhist, I don't know. It happened everywhere. So unfortunate. Even so many people who before, they may be very close to His Holiness Dalai Lama, also turned their back to His Holiness. What more to mention these ordinary teachers? So when we say we study Dharma, study whatever we know and study, whatever we know. This is, and that part must become really beneficial. For example, you say, you know how to cook. But what can you cook? I can cook everything, but nothing is nice. Either some days not enough spice, not enough salt, not sweet, not salty, not this, not that. Right? At least you must be able to say, I cannot cook everything, but what I can cook, I dare say maybe my that one or two is very nice. You understand what I'm saying? Right? But today, how many of us are going for the intellectualization of how to cook, how to meditate? We need to digest whatever we have learned. The time has come that we must meditate upon, the whole principal aspect of the path. Lam Rim, meditate on renunciation, that we think about the points. Or we need focus on the breathing, our body, training the body, or cleaning the area of practice. We must know how to do the Jocho practices, setting up the altar, cleaning, doing the prayers. You don't need to do everything like I said, but what you can do, those things you do very well. And it's not because of the winds of karma. Like now, nobody turns money wheels, or nobody brings the mandala set to do the mandala set before teaching. You see? It becomes winds of change. What doesn't change? Our greed don't change. Our eating don't change. Our attachment didn't change. Then we say with that Buddha's Dharma didn't really benefit us. It benefited our ego, but it didn't benefit us. How many of us learn the knowledge of Dharma or have even knowledge? How many people went to school and turned out to be more egoistic rather than to become more virtuous? Similarly, outside world, Dharma world, how many of us we learned Dharma and we became egoistic? And become worse, become righteous and judgmental. And say, oh, this person and this, and that person that, and this and that. This is totally is wrong. If we need to practice Dharma, we say we preserve the lineage of Buddha for the future generations. It must start from ourselves. Right? If there's no Sangha, then we can perform Tara Puja, Medicine Buddha Puja, or Guru Puja, Namgyalma Pujas, different things. We must be able to do. We must find those who are willing to sacrifice. That's why the main thing is sacrifice is the cause for success. If not, there is no result. There is no success. What sacrifice? Sacrifice our time. Most people, what is called a failure? According to Dharma practice, you all know what's a failure? You want to know? Okay? I'm telling you this so that you know what are the, if you walk, what's the hole in the ground, what do you call? Huh? Pit hole. What? Pit hole? Yeah. So you don't fall inside. What is the big failure? I feel if you have 5 pot and 3 covers, or 4 pot and 5, you have 4 pot and 5 cover, you are successful. If you have 5 pot and 4 cover, you are in trouble too. We need at least 1 pot and 1 cover. How many cover? Without pot, no use. How many pot without cover? No use. At least you have 1 small pot and 1 small cover. That's good. You understand? Right? It's not a matter of how many anymore. It's a matter of how well you can do whatever little bit you can do. That's very important. Gone. Maybe many people are really interested in the aspects of, oh, I can do many things and this. What's the point? You make yourself so busy for so many things, so busy. In the end, we have justification for helping other people. Justification is because of others, is because of this, is because of that. At the end of the day,